Pisces, get ready. There is a crucial message about to unfold before your eyes, and it will bring with it an unprecedented upheaval in your existence. Feel the air vibrate with an unpostponable promise, a warning that precedes a profound change. Your universe is on the threshold of a monumental shock, an event that will redraw the map of your journey and usher in a phase of total renewal. This is not a mere prediction, it is a direct call to your spirit. Allow the truth to echo in every cell of yours. Change is on the way, and with it, a unique opportunity for your soul to blossom like never before. Accept this moment with courage, for what is to come is the driving force for your most authentic rebirth. Therefore, I invite you right now to declare out loud and with all intention, I, your name, Pisces, accept the transforming shock and be reborn, stronger. Write this statement in the comments below. By doing so, you will seal a pact with yourself and the universe, activating the energies necessary for this transformation to fully manifest in your life. Believe me, you didn't get to this point by chance. Every step, every pain, every sigh, everything led him to this moment. And the reason for so much urgency, you are being sought. Yes, there is a force, a presence, a soul that tirelessly seeks its own. This search is not recent, it transcends time and space, echoing through dimensions. This search now intensifies, setting the stage for a predestined reunion. Do not underestimate the power of this calling. The key to unlocking your full potential and embracing what fate has in store will be revealed along this journey. Watch to the end. Each segment is vital for you to understand the entirety of this powerful revelation. What you are about to discover has the power to alter every aspect of your future. For the new to flourish in all its grandeur, something must end. It is the immutable law of the universe, a dance between what goes and what arrives. There is no room for the new love that is approaching in your life if you still cling to old narratives, connections that have dissolved, or versions of yourself that no longer serve their highest purpose. This is the time for a dissolution of all that binds you, a conscious and necessary separation. Understand that this departure is not punishment, but liberation. It is the preparation of the soil for a very special seed. There will be a temporary emptiness, a silence that may seem uncomfortable. Allow yourself to feel that absence. It is not permanent. It is just the space that opens up to something infinitely greater and more aligned with your essence. The acceptance of this detachment, as painful as it may seem at first, is the fundamental step in welcoming the magnificent love that is destined to find you. This approaching love is not a passing romance. It is a transforming force, a deep bond that will lift you up and guide you. It requires total surrender, and for that, you need to be completely available. I recognize the marks that time has left, the scars of disappointments, the silent sacrifices you made in the name of loves that did not value you. All of this was part of his trajectory, but now is the time to recognize that these experiences prepared him. They sculpted his soul, making him capable of loving and being loved with a depth that once seemed unattainable. As you process this need for detachment, know that a deep alchemy is already at work within you, even if the signs are still subtle. This metamorphosis is not something that will begin in the future. It is already underway, shaping your soul for the coming union. Perhaps you felt an unusual stirring in your chest, a twinge of nostalgia for something you never lived, or an inexplicable anxiety about the future. Don't ignore these clues. They are your essence communicating, an echo of your deepest self that yearns for renewal. These feelings, sometimes unsettling, are the process of purification in action. Your soul is purifying itself, shedding the weight of old energies, disappointments, and fears that have kept it from shining in its entirety. It is as if a veil is slowly lifted, revealing the purest and most luminous version of who you really are. Do not resist this purification. Allow the wave of change to sweep through you, to wash away what needs to be washed away, and set the stage for the emotional abundance to come. Any attempt to fight this current will only prolong your journey. Trust the flow, Pisces. You are being prepared for a life of intensity, genuine feelings, and a love that encompasses every fiber of your being. Don't settle for less than that. You are worthy of a connection that celebrates you, inspires you to transcend boundaries, and makes you feel truly alive. The time has come to claim this right, to open yourself to an experience of loving and being loved with a complete surrender, without reservations or fears. The inner journey is paving the way for the most meaningful encounter of your life. Here are chapters 4, 5, and 6 of the script, following its guidelines. The journey of clearing that you have been on opens the portals to a union unlike any you have ever known. This is not a simple novel that begins. It is a meeting of souls deeply intertwined by fate, a connection that was written in the stars long before you met. When this person appears, your spirit will recognize them instantly. There will be no doubts, no questions, just an intrinsic certainty that will reverberate in its essence, a feeling of finally. This clarity will be the purest guide, indicating that the wait was worth it and that the path traveled led you exactly to this moment. However, before this promise fully materializes, the universe will require one last move on your part. There will be a final goodbye, a necessary farewell to something or someone that still occupies an undue space in your heart or mind. This detachment can bring a brief period of discomfort or sadness, a last wave of purification before the arrival of full light. Understand that this phase is indispensable for the new bond to flourish without ties, without shadows of what has passed. It is the ultimate sacrifice for an unprecedented reward. You Pisces deserve a form of affection that is genuine, that sustains you in moments of fragility, and that listens to the whispers of your soul with mindfulness. You deserve a partner who sees beyond appearances, who understands your silences, and celebrates every aspect of your existence. Accept nothing less than a partnership that uplifts you, that encourages you to grow and to express your innermost truth. Prepare your spirit to welcome a love that, by its very nature, will bring renewal and a sense of home you never thought possible. The energy of this encounter is already moving, weaving invisible threads between you and the person to come. To intensify this attraction and seal your intention with the universe, it is crucial to reaffirm your power of co-creation. Proclaim again, with all the conviction of your being, I, Pisces, proclaim the impact that will transform my destiny, and I will be reborn stronger than ever. By doing so, you send a potent signal to the cosmos, aligning your frequency with that of your future companion and accelerating the process of this encounter. Feel that energy pulsing around you. It manifests itself through remarkable synchronicities, thoughts that come out of nowhere about an unknown future, small accidents that seem to direct your path. Mutual recognition will be undeniable. It will be an instant impact of energies, a flash of familiarity that transcends logic and manifests in the depths of your being. As you look into that person's eyes, you will feel a reverberation, as if an old link is being reactivated, bringing up memories of something your soul already knew. This meeting, however, is not for everyone. It is reserved for those who are in a state of awakening, who have embraced their own truth, and who have allowed themselves to be their authentic selves. The person approaching is a mirror to your soul, and the connection will only blossom if you are willing to show yourself in full, without masks or artifice. If you've been hiding behind other people's expectations or fears of the past, now is the time to let go of those ties. Only the most genuine version of you will attract and sustain this unique and transformative union. In order for predestined love to enter your life, it is imperative that you release the past. It is not a matter of forgetting, but of detaching oneself from the narratives that have already fulfilled their purpose, and from the bonds that, although one day important, today only consume their energy. It's time to recognize that the stories you continue to retell to yourself, the ones that bind you to unhealed wounds or unfulfilled expectations, are the real obstacles to your present and future happiness. Let them go, with gratitude for the lesson they brought, but with the firmness to move forward. This liberation will create a lighter, freer, and above all, more authentic version of yourself. Imagine yourself stripping yourself of a heavy cloak of old experiences, revealing the luminosity of who you truly are. This new version is not tied to past mistakes or disappointments. It is open to novelty, hope, and the promise of a bright future. This is the person that the love that comes seeks to find. Someone who has allowed himself to evolve, who has healed his marks, and who is ready to receive without reservation. Pisces, the affection that awaits you will not infiltrate through the window of your fears or your uncertainties. He will come through the main door with the grandeur and clarity that a union of such importance deserves. It will require space, attention, and a full receptivity on your part. Don't be content to receive a love halfway through or in a hidden corner of your life. Stand up, prepare, and affirm with conviction that this is your moment. The time has come to verbalize to the universe, to yourself, and to that special person. Yes, it's time. I am ready to receive the love I deserve, in its totality and splendor. Pisces, the surrender you proclaimed in the previous chapter, is not just an invitation. It is the master key to the manifestation of an affection that will transcend any expectation. This love, when it presents itself, will not be limited to filling a void. He will unfold his life in every possible dimension. Feel it as a force that realigns every aspect of your being, a vibration that reconnects you to your most authentic essence and the greater purpose of your soul. It is as if a veil has dissipated, revealing the fullness of who you truly are and the capabilities that have always been latent within you, waiting for the right moment to blossom. This union will awaken parts of you that have long been dormant. Areas of your heart and mind that have never been explored by another connection. It will touch your oldest wounds with a healing sweetness and your most secret joys with an unprecedented resonance. The vitality it will bring will be so potent that it will be reflected not only in your emotional and spiritual state, nourishing your soul with a deep peace, but it can also positively influence your prosperity and the flow of abundance in your material journey. It is a true expansion on all levels, an unlocking of energies that will keep you aligned with your greatest asset, opening doors to opportunities that seemed far away. However, be aware, the arrival of this love will be accompanied by a transformative intensity, and sometimes challenges that will require your inner strength. Such a deep bond has the power to remove the last layers of resistance and insecurity, leading you to confront what needs to be released in order for your truth to shine unimpeded. Don't expect a path that is free of curves, but rather a partnership that empowers you to navigate them with courage and discernment. Truly loving, with the breadth that the universe has in store for you, is the bravest of acts. It's allowing yourself to be vulnerable and at the same time incredibly powerful. It's embracing the journey without fear, knowing that each step leads you to a fuller version of yourself. This is the next phase of your evolution, an invitation to love and live without limits. In order for this expansion and this totality of love to manifest completely, Pisces, the universe asks for a final act of detachment. There is one last tie, a remaining link, whether with a person, a habit, a limiting belief, or an old version of yourself, that still prevents the fullness of your arrival. This is the final renunciation, a conscious farewell to what, out of comfort or fear, still binds you to the past. It is not a punitive demand, but a gesture of purification essential to pave the way for the magnitude of what is to come. You will find yourself facing a crucial bifurcation: to remain in the familiarity of what you already know, even if it no longer serves you, or to dare to move towards a love that promises to revolutionize your existence. The choice is non-transferable and yours alone. The comfort of custom can be seductive, but it can never offer the freedom and happiness that true love aligned with your spirit can provide. Remember, your soul did not come to this plane to subsist on the fear, limitations, or expectations of others. You came to feel, to live life in its fullest expression, to vibrate at the frequency of courage and authenticity. This is the moment of courage. Open your being to the unexplored, to the sensations and experiences that you have never allowed yourself to experience for fear of the unknown. Choose with determination the love that is approaching, that force that propels you forward, even if the path is not yet fully visible. Say yes to the new, to the adventure of the heart, and to the promise of a connection that will free you from the shackles and guide you to your true fulfillment. Life calls you to a choice that will set the course of your happiness. With your decision to choose plenitude and let go of what no longer serves, Pisces, the approaching love gains an irresistible force. Visualize it not as a gentle breeze, but as an imposing and dazzling wave, a mighty river that advances without obstacles, taking with it everything that prevented it from flowing. There is no way to contain this current. She manifests herself with an unwavering determination, carrying with her the promise of a reunion that was destined to happen. The intensity of this meeting will be palpable, undeniable. Prepare yourself for a truth that will reveal itself without filters, a connection that will not accept masks or half-truths. It will be a clash of souls, an immediate acknowledgement that will echo in every fiber of your being, confirming that your journey of purification and choice has prepared you for this very moment. Your very essence will become the destination of this wave, the point of convergence for all the energy that the universe has directed toward you. This affection is not a game, nor a fleeting flirtation that can be easily discarded. It's a consuming fire, a passion that will set your life on fire in ways you've never experienced. It will purify what needs to be purified and illuminate the darkest corners of your soul, demanding total surrender and unprecedented authenticity. If you seek a superficial experience, this is not your path. But if you long for a connection that completely transforms you, that uplifts you and makes you feel truly alive, then receive that wave. She has arrived to redefine your world. Pisces, this approaching overwhelming force does not seek illusory perfection. On the contrary, it finds its anchor point precisely where you feel most vulnerable, in the corners where life has broken and rebuilt you. Real affection is fully manifested when your soul is open and available, even if the wounds still pulsate or the scars tell stories of pain. The willingness to love, in spite of everything, is the true virtue that attracts this connection. It's not about being whole, but about being willing to be seen in its entirety with the courage to expose every part of your journey. To embrace this truth, you must renounce the older version of yourself, the one that has conformed to expectations or shrunk from disappointments. This old persona, as comfortable as it may seem, is a shell that prevents you from shining in your full light. Release it. Allow it to dissolve, giving way to a more authentic, raw, and infinitely stronger self. This is the version that fate awaits to celebrate, the one that rises after the storms, more resilient and true. You are worthy of being observed in your completeness, with all your marks, your shadows, and the experiences that have made you who you are. Hiding, silencing what really ails you, or denying your own needs will not pave the way for this union. The new love will see and honor every bit of you, from the most effusive joys to the deepest sorrows. Stop hiding. Allow vulnerability to be your strength, and let the uncertainty of the path be the ground for your faith. Accept that the pains of the past do not define you, but rather prepare you for the depth of what is to come. Keep believing, even when the answers are unclear, for it is in uncertainty that the greatest faith is tested and rewarded. This persistence in your belief is what will pave the way for your reunion. Pisces, after the courage to face one's own shadows and the willingness to let go of the old self, a new calm is established. It is not an emptiness, but a peace that precedes the storm of joy, a filled silence that embraces your soul. This stillness is the dawn that follows the symbolic night of detachment, the period in which your essence reorganizes and tunes in to the frequency of what is approaching. Begin to notice the subtle clues around you. A song that plays repeatedly, a number that appears everywhere, a name that resonates in random conversations, or the repetition of symbols that seem to have a particular meaning. These are the echoes of the universe, signs and synchronicities that indicate the undeniable approach of a decisive moment. That person's energy is growing stronger and stronger around them, weaving into the threads of their daily lives and infusing a sense of expectation. You will feel a kind of premonition, a growing certainty that something extraordinary is about to manifest. And then, without warning, that presence will become real. It will not be a frightening surprise, but a profound recognition, as if a lost fragment of his own history had finally found its way back home. When you meet this person's eyes, you will feel the depth and truth of the connection, a sense of home that transcends logic and nestles in your heart, confirming all your intuitions. That person will arrive with a clear proposal, that of a genuine new beginning, without the weights of the past, without the masks that life forces us to wear. It will be an invitation to build something new, based on authenticity and mutual understanding. Understand, Pisces, that this opportunity is unique. It is not a scenario that will repeat itself, for the universe does not offer the same door twice when it requires such a complete transformation and such precise alignment. It is the time to welcome, to open yourself to this new phase with the same courage with which you crossed the shadows. This is the light that arises after purification, the present that is unveiled. That person's arrival is not just an event. It is the ultimate catalyst for the deeper transformation you will ever experience. The initial shock, the one promised from the beginning, now manifests itself in its fullness, redesigning not only his love future, but the very structure of his existence. Prepare to be impacted at every level of your being, as this connection will take you to levels of self-knowledge and growth that you never imagined possible. Your perception of the world, of yourself, and of what it means to love will be completely redefined. This union will be marked by an honest and powerful connection, devoid of games or manipulations, built on a foundation of respect and vulnerability. It will be a mirror for your soul, revealing both your luminous virtues and the points to be improved, but always with the intention of elevating you. There will be a constant energetic exchange, a flow of ideas, feelings, and inspirations that will push you to seek your best version, to go beyond your perceived limits. It will challenge your comfort zones, yes, but always for a greater purpose, to free you from any restrictions that still prevent you from living in your truth and achieving wholeness. This impact will indeed bring a period of initial chaos, a reaccommodation of energies in your life. Old relationships may dissipate, priorities may change dramatically, and you may feel momentarily disoriented as your new path solidifies. Do not fear this process. It is essential so that the purposeful life you are destined for can emerge authentically and unshakably. It is the last test, the last purification before you fully inhabit your true place in the world with a sense of belonging and peace. Now is the time to make the final, most important choice, to forgive yourself for any mistake, to accept yourself fully with all its facets, and to choose once and for all genuine love, inner peace, and your rightful place. Embrace this new beginning with an open soul and a brave heart. You have been reborn into a life of meaning.